Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the 3 p.m. show. Here we see the lives of students when they're not bound by books and the higher authority. Today we have a guest. He's a bodybuilder. He's from Cantonese. Enough said. Here's Sunny, everyone. Woo!
Thank you.
Thank you. Apologies for the short introduction because, not gonna lie, there's not much to be said really.
Yeah,
I mean,
not really.
you chose 5 subjects. You're an extension. You have a hobby. You live somewhere in Macquarie.
Yeah,
That's it, really.
That's it, yeah.
But there's something to be found in normal stuff. So yeah, I guess we can start from there.
Okay.
So first thing I guess it would be nice to delve into would be on your, I guess first of all will be introduction. So you want to introduce yourself a bit more if you want to.
Okay. I mean, there's actually not much going on with me. I'm Sunny. I'm year 12. I'm probably older than most of you guys. Most of year 12 because I'm going to be 19 this year. Yeah, I'm. Yeah, and yeah, I'm just a normal year 12. Besides from that, yeah.
Yeah. Ah yes, a normal overage year 12.
Yeah, overage.
What else there? So I guess that it's a good way to start off with that. It's like, I mean, I know for a fact that you essentially every day after school, you would something do a bit of a bodybuilding regimen. Are you just like, how invested are you in this bodybuilding scheme of yours?
I mean, quite. How do I describe the investment? I would say I go there every day, basically every day, except for rest day, because you have to rest, obviously. And I take some supplements like protein shake, if that's, yeah, somewhat an investment. And besides that, not really. But I'd say it's quite a big investment, if you want to say it that way, because I hit that gym basically every day after school and take the supplement and basically do the right thing. So, but yeah.
I would say that's actually rather dedicated to most people that go to the gym, right? Until supplements and all that. Would you say it goes as far as like cutting and bulking as well?
For that, I'm actually bulking, even though you might not be able to tell.
see it at all.
Yeah, because I'm trying to eat a lot, to gain weight, and because I'm skinny,
Yeah.
obviously, and it's not really going too well because the diet and stuff, because you can't really control what you eat. Basically, you eat what your mom cooks to you.
True.
And yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's a struggle for most people that bodybuilds to gain more weight, because like comes a point where like your metabolism goes really fast and like you just never gain weight. You just kind of burn it really quickly. So like it makes sense, but the fact that it's still offered, do you feel like there's a change though, like in that journey?
Well, definitely. Before I start like working out, my posture are really bad. I got those round shoulders and like really skinny arms. But after I started that, everything kind of fixed it. Like my posture actually went normal, like not really good, but still an improvement. I'll take it. And the strength and my arm size is obviously grown from that journey. And yeah, pretty much I can see my improvement from the mirror before and comparing before and after.
Like a visible one. Yes. Wait, when did you start bodybuilding again, actually?
It's actually a little not too complicated, but I started as last year September. At home, but
At home.
because I only do like really low frequency. I literally do 1 week and then use the dumbbell and just do bicep curl. That's all I do.
I think that's still considered working out,
That's
even
still
though
considered, yes.
even though it's a very low frequency. And then I started going to gym in December, so it's actually like 5 months. If you count the home gym one, then it's gonna be 7 months.
Around 7 months. Oh, and there's already visible improvement from there. So I guess you don't need to like wait for like, because I thought the thing about bodybuilding is like it takes years to even get somewhere. Like I thought maybe like 2 years or maybe like 1 year and a half, then you'll find like improvements in your muscle or something like that.
It really depends. I believe that genes does makes the difference, and the thing is, I originally have like a slightly low body fat, so which makes the muscle more obvious.
Ah.
If you're saying those, I don't want to say fat, but those naturally
Bulkier.
gifted, yeah, bulkier people, then you may not see the difference really fast because you got the fat that cover out, so it can't be helped.
Alright.
I'm gifted from that I have a naturally slim body, so I can see the difference really quick if like my muscle make improvements.
Well, that's good to know, and I guess it also like feeds into more of your journey as well. I guess the last thing regarding that is that, what's your PR record so far? What's your bench press so far?
Oh, it's actually not that like how to say amazing. It's 70 kilograms. It's really not that good compared to others because there's a difference between strength training and bodybuilding. For bodybuilding, you gain strength, but not as much as if you do strength training. There's like a different program, slightly different program between strength training and bodybuilding.
What would you say is actually that difference in like training per se?
Yeah, so for, let's say, strength training, you're most likely going to do like 2 to 3 reps for each set. And then you're basically going for maximum weights as possible.
Always maximum.
Yeah, not always.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
always the highest rep possible.
Try for
Yeah,
it.
highest weight possible. And for bodybuilding, we focus more on hypertrophy, which you do more reps to get the muscle to failure. That actually same goes to the strength training, but it's basically the most difference I believe is the reps difference in different sets. So per se, my bench press I will probably do like 8 reps, but for
Okay.
strength training they probably gonna go for 3, 4 reps. That's max, or probably even 1 and 2 to get the most out of it.
I see.
So it's a different direction thing. So
No
that's why my bench press will not be that amazing compared to other, let's say, strength trainer.
Yeah. I guess that just goes to show that like having like the large muscle, you would say, does not really equate much to strength as well. It's just a different purpose. Yeah, but you know, a path's a path, so you can't really change. Well, actually, is it even possible to, if you're right now currently, you would suddenly switch to strength training? Would it like the skills transfer over? You would say.
Definitely would, because you won't lose muscle that fast, obviously.
Okay. Yeah.
Like basically, because you gain muscle over like a period, let's say 9, 7 months. If you somehow lose it, then it's gonna take 7 months to get it back down. So it won't lose that fast. If I want to change it to strength training right now, yes, obviously I can do it. I will still keep the size, because strength training doesn't mean that you don't gain size at all, but it's just like at a slower rate, I believe.
Okay. So it's a bit slight change, but
Yeah, slight
easy to adapt. All right then. I guess really just one thing to go off with is that. What's your favorite protein shake flavor?
Oh, I really. Speaking of this, I really don't have one. I prefer just like basically no flavor at all, because I don't want to get addicted to it. Like be like, oh, I want to drink protein shake all the time.
Wait, you can actually get addicted to that flavor.
Not really.
Yeah.
But I just don't want to like take protein shake as like some kind of drink. I want to take that as some kind of like actually giving me improvement stuff, not like Coca-Cola and other stuff.
So it's like it's a supplement, but
Yeah.
not an actual enjoyment.
Yeah,
you would
yes.
say.
I don't want to take it as enjoyment. I want to take it, as you said. And
Does it taste awful though? Like, does it like taste really bitter?
yeah, having flavor is actually better, which is somewhat counter what I said. But because if I take that protein shake as a somewhat good taste stuff, then I might just, I want to drink that all the time. I want to drink like 2 bottles per day, which is not possible. You're not supposed to.
You can't.
Yeah. And back to the topic about my favorite flavor, I probably just vanilla.
normal, yeah,
Yeah,
vanilla,
it's
I
just probably just
guess.
vanilla, because like it just tastes like too sweet to me.
All right then. Well, I guess just from that aspect alone, there's a lot to take in. I mean, obviously it's train. Now I see that side of training just for the aesthetic side now, so that's good to know, really. Right then, one moment. I guess the next thing would just be your immigration, you'd say, because I know you moved from Hong Kong a while back. Was it 2 years ago?
Around 2 years, yeah.
Yeah.
Or 1 year actually.
Yeah. So I guess that, and I think I've heard, well, not, I think I get the gist of like how it feels to move from Hong Kong to Australia. It's somewhat like a luxury, like, right? So it's like, a bit of pressure laid off, a bit more relaxing, and there's like stuff to do. So would you say that's true? Like, how would you describe that shift from Hong Kong to Australia?
From Hong Kong to Australia, I would say Australia have a slightly slower pace compared to Hong Kong because Hong Kong is quite the fast-paced society
Right,
and
right.
everything you want to do it in efficiency. And in Australia, you can take something slightly slower, but still not too
Not
slow.
too slow,
Yeah, not too
okay.
slow. You still gotta
Yeah.
take things fast. And basically, in terms of educationally, I believe that Australia have a wider range of choices that you can do compared to Hong Kong, as Hong Kong is kind of limited for you to do physics, chemistry, biology, all
Oh, like
those
you're
science
forced to
stuff.
do that, essentially.
Not really forced it, but basically you're limited. You have limited choice. Other than that,
You can just really choose
yeah,
that way,
yeah. Because in Hong Kong we don't really have multimedia for you to choose. We don't have like range of IT subjects for you to choose. There's only one, and yeah, basically that I will say the difference.
Then would you say then you rather prefer that? Like if you feel right at home now that you're in Australia.
It's pretty chill in here, but I wouldn't say I prefer one another because quite honestly, I still hate the English, the language lesson that we have. And compare back to Hong Kong, we have Chinese because we learn Chinese there. Yeah, and I hate Chinese as well.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I hate language lesson in general. So,
yeah.
so I mean, if
If it
is
works, works.
yeah,
But
yeah,
if
it
you were
works.
to choose one or the other, you would just take neither. Both sucks.
Yeah, probably take neither. But if actually forcing me to choose, I'd probably still go for Australia. Yes.
Fair. Well, that's interesting to know. All right then. Speaking of actually from IT, actually, this is just this might be cut or not, who knows? But since I know that we met together through our interest in film, right? I remember you saw me editing and we just came up with this. And suddenly we had this shared passion for stuff. You like The Dark Knight and John Wick and stuff like that, and also other films that I have not heard of. But I'm guessing now it has been like almost 2 years since we've known each other, like around that. Do you have you how's that gone so far? I'm guessing you don't really watch that much films anymore. Not much into it.
Really, not much. The most recent movie that I watched is Dune Part Two, which pretty fascinating, I'll say. But other than that, not really. I basically now it just couldn't be bothered to actually search up online to watch the entire movie. I'll probably just go for those YouTube 20 minutes video and then just finish the movie.
Wait, just the 20 minutes. So it's like, oh, you just looked at the clips and that's it.
Yeah. Basically, the clips about like there will be one guy that explains what the movie happens and then just with a really fast pace.
Ah,
Yeah,
I
that's
see.
there's that kind of video.
Yeah, I guess in a similar manner, like just trying to get an interest in, well, trying to maintain the hobby of films is really hard, essentially, for us, year 11 and 12s. With how busy we are and how such and such, the time investment compared to other stuff to sit down, find a movie you want, and watch it for like 2, even like 4 hours, and that feels like a bit too much just for what it's worth and such. But I guess that is what it is, right? But I guess if there's one thing you would change, like fictionally, you can like change. What would you think you could that'll make it a lot more easier, like more what's it called? Nicer, like actually make you want to go back into the hobby of films.
Probably actually not picking multimedia, because I believe when your hobby gets to a level where it's kind of be professional, even though multimedia is not professional, but somewhat there, then you reach a level that are like getting sick of it. I don't know if you feel that, because there's work that you do, it's not like it becomes work rather than like a hobby that you would love to do, to go on. So multimedia kind of turn my liking to film to kind of become a work. So which that makes me kind of hate it and kind of get away from it.
Yeah. I mean that is quite tragic to hear about that because that thing that happens to even a lot of IT for multimedia. They initially came here because they really like it, but over time because it's a mixture of their interests and work, it just muddles up just becomes kind of a chore in a way. Unfortunately, I never got that thing, but like I can definitely feel like when like the things you like becomes the thing you need to do and just becomes not great. But yeah, it is what it is. I guessing that means you just gotta thug it out. You just gotta try to finish that project as fast as possible.
Yeah, I would love to. I would love to like get that over and then just focus on other stuff.
Yeah, well, until hope for the best for that one.
Yeah, hope for the best.
All right. Now, last question I would say to end us off would be, what will happen after year 12? I know we've talked about before where you're not really planning on going any specific uni or anything like that because like going for like a big uni or anything just wouldn't matter, right? So at least I gotta ask you like the general things, like if once you graduate from school, like what will you be doing? But not uni related, but like general things like where you want to live or like what you want to do as a hobby while uni's happening, stuff like that.
I'll pretty much stay in Sydney because I'm already getting familiar with this place, and traveling around the world is probably not my thing.
Yeah.
Yep, and what I want to do, probably I'll just keep on my gym working out hobby, as
Fair.
it's pretty positive lifestyle, I guess. And beside from that, I guess basically work because I want to retire as soon as possible, even though that may not sound realistic.
Yeah,
But,
work.
Yeah, I just want to get my work done, get my money done, not done, earn my money.
Yeah.
And yeah, I don't see myself really doing much aside from that.
Well, I mean, to be fair, there's not much really there for the future. But then again, it's so uncertain that, like, yeah, you might as well just start off basic as well. Anyway, maybe you'll find something you like along the way. You know.
Yeah, hopefully.
And yeah, that's essentially all we have for today. Actually, do you want to perhaps say something to the audience or something?
Like, good luck.
All right, good luck then. Sunny, everyone. Woo! And that's all we have for today. Tune in for next time where we have our next guest. But until then, see ya.